Welcome to Men at the Tap, a podcast of Tapestry Ministries. Each episode reflects on a daily Bible reading from the Revised Common Lectionary. I'm Gloria, a fellow traveler on a spiritual journey with the Tapestry community, and we refer to the daily Bible reading as our spiritual manna, nourishing our souls and fostering growth as we share insights and interpretations that enrich our spiritual lives. Today is Tuesday, April 8th, 2025, and it marks day 30 of the Lenten journey. The lectionary reading is a poem by King David as he faced an enemy more powerful than himself. His enemy is prepared for battle with chariots and horses, while David and his men appear to be ill prepared soldiers lacking chariots and horses. Let's see how David will face this battle. The poem is Psalm 20, recognized as a royal psalm. David is no longer a shepherd boy or the fugitive fleeing from his enemy, King Saul. He is now the king, seated on the throne in Israel, and his enemies are the neighboring nations. The poem has 9 stanzas filled with cheering and celebrating, prayers and petitions, and one Selah, a sacred pause to remember and reflect on what the Lord has already done for him. Rather than focusing on his enemy and the upcoming battle, David makes his way to the tabernacle. This is the ancient mobile tent where God's presence resides. He's not alone at the tabernacle, though. He's surrounded by a community that is praying and cheering him on as he prepares for battle. The poem describes how God listened to their cheers and celebrations along with their prayers and petitions. David felt distressed at the thought of another battle, and the community asked the Lord to answer their prayers and protect him, just as the Lord had done in times past to Jacob, the father of the nation of Israel. The support David needed was to come from Zion, another name for Jerusalem. And so David fixed his gaze on the heavenly sanctuary as the community asked that he be remembered for his faithfulness to the Lord. David had practiced offering sacrifices and burnt offerings to the Lord since his youth, prompting him at that moment to take a Selah pause at the end of the 3rd stanza. Indeed, he recalled his solitary moments with the Lord from his youth. In his heart, David longed for victory over this enemy, and the people prayed that the Lord would grant him his desires so that his plans would succeed. The community was confident that the Lord would respond to this request. Let's observe what occurs in the 5th stanza, the center of the poem. The community declared victory in a battle that has yet to be fought. They celebrated with shouts of joy as they raised the victory banner in God's name. You'll need to use your sacred imagination. Can you envision the victory parade, the songs of triumph being sung as the people danced and celebrated? King David will speak for the first time in the sixth stanza, where he praises the Lord for granting him victory and for answering him from the Lord's heavenly sanctuary with the victorious power of his right hand. Can you see it? King David has not yet gone into battle, but with the community praying with and for him, his spirit is uplifted and he believes that the prayers offered to the Lord on his behalf will be answered. He celebrates that his trust is not in chariots and horses, but in the name of the Lord his God. David's enemies boast about their military power, but he is confident they will fade into antiquity one day. David concludes the poem by celebrating that the Lord is the one who grants us victory in life's difficult moments. All we need to do is call, and he will answer. Hallelujah! Is there a struggle taking place in your life today? Connect with community to seek support in prayer and call on the name of the Lord. He will answer you.